Hey everyone, this is Fanny. Welcome back. Let's get started with our first DIY. For this project, you will need a glass container. I got that large mason jar at a thrift store a while ago and finally got to use it in some twine. Alright, so first we're gonna remove the lid and then cut a piece of twine and place it right on the ring of the jar, leaving a little space and then make a loose knot. Alright, then we're gonna cut another piece of twine, double string the same length of the container, as you can see, and then cut a bunch of those. Alright, so now the fun part begins. We're gonna place it right on the first string that we place on the ring, as you can see, and put it through the loop and pull it, creating like a little knot. Then we're gonna repeat the same steps to cover up the entire ring. Our first string was loose on the ring, so we're gonna tie that one up and then make a double knot. Alright, then we're just gonna cut the excess of the material on the top, and now we're gonna grab two strings and basically just make a simple knot, just like so, and then repeat the same step over and over until we finish the first ring. Alright, so we're gonna continue doing the same thing, but for the second row I'm showing here, you're gonna create like a diamond. So instead of grab the same two strings that you did at first and did a knot, you're gonna grab the first end and then add the next one and make the knot, if that makes sense. I went outside and did it on my hammock. The day was beautiful. Then I went back to the crafting table and now let's continue with it. Alright, so now we're just gonna add some hot glue and attach or secure the strings little by little and then cut the excess. Alright, then we're gonna grab a piece of rope. This one is not too thick, and we're gonna cover up all the bottom part just to have a really nice finished look. Alright, so once I have the bottom bar covered, I went a little bit higher just to create like a little base kind of thing, and then cut the excess, add a little bit of hot glue, and there you have it. I had a little rubber little square that helps me to remove the extra hot glue, and that made it look nicer. And to finish up this project, we're just gonna add some details. I had this blue stars, a sea star I think it's called, and also some blue pebbles, and I just placed it on it, and then I just placed the lid back again, and then I'm just gonna be adding also a little candle. Place it on top of the pebbles, and oh my goodness, there you have it. At this point I think it looks beautiful, but then I thought I want to add some color to the lid, so I add some white paint first, and then I went over with the blue paint and then scratch it a little bit with the same paper just to add that rustic look, and I just love it. But I also sharing here some pictures with the white paint as well on the lid. Alright, that's it for this one. I think it turned out gorgeous, but I'm always happy to know what you guys think. Before to move on with our next DIY, today is the Twine It Up challenge, and we have our special co-host Lorraine of Lotus Creations. She is amazing creative, and you have to go and check her channel. She does amazing DIYs, and you will not regret going to check her out. Alright, after finishing my video, you better go and check it out. Also, we're gonna have a special playlist with a tons of creators join us today, so you cannot miss that out. Alright, let's back with the project. This one is quick and easy, but you will love it. This one is quick and easy. Dollar Tree carry those beautiful blue, teal, costal color bottles, and I just grabbed those, and now we're just gonna add some twine right on the bottom part just to add some detail and also create like a base, and I think it looks beautiful. Then I just gonna add some little embellishment. I had this wooden cut off a while ago. I added some white paint and then a little bit of hot glue, place it right on top and between the glass and the twine, and oh my goodness, I think it looks so cute. And to finish this project, I just gonna add some little sparkly or like a glittery branches that I got last year around Christmas time and place it on it. And oh my goodness, you can also add other kind of greenery, but I thought those were just perfect for this kind of DIY. All right, I hope you guys like it. For our next project, you will need one of those foam wreath from Dollar Tree, and then paint it with some chalk paint, acrylic paint, whatever you have on hand. All right. Once the paint was dry, then I went ahead and mark it down just to have an even sections. So once I had the marks ready, I went ahead and grabbed a navy blue and paint those sections. So now you can see where we're going with this, right? So I grab a Nautical rope, I place it around the wreath, just adding a little bit of hot glue, and then make like a little loop, and then add more hot glue and continue like that all around the wreath. All right, so once I was done with the rope, then I'm just gonna be cutting the excess, add more hot glue, and finish up that part. Right, then I'm gonna grab some twine, and we're gonna cover first the ends of the ropes, so by placing like 3 or 4 strings in one, then add some hot glue and start wrapping around. All right, then I'm gonna repeat the same step 4 times. And at this point, I think it looks beautiful, but we're gonna be adding more details. So I grab a very thin twine. I just cut a couple pieces and then make a knot on the top first. And then I place it right on one side of the wreath under the twine. And then from there, I start to making a little net. Just the same way we did the lantern, just by grabbing 2 pieces, make a knot, and continue from there. All right, once I had that, now we just kind of tied it on the back a little bit, and then add some hot glue here and there just to keep it in place. I think it turned out beautiful, and at this point I was trying to decide what to do, if you leave it like that or just add something else, but I went for it. And I paint those wooden cutoff on white, and then distress it a little bit with blue, and then add some hot glue and place it right on the top and on each side, and there you have it. And that is it for this one, and I think it turned out beautiful. Alright, for our next one, this one is quick and easy as well. So we're gonna use one of those wooden little houses from Dollar Tree and some navy blue and white paint as well. Alright, so let's paint the bottom part with the blue and then the top part with the white. Alright, so now the paint is dry, and then we're gonna be using some twine on the bottom part, but then also gonna be using one of those cute little stars right on the top. So I kind of measure it down first and then continue from there. Once I had the bottom part wrapped with twine, that's how it looks like. It looks beautiful as it is. Alright, so finish up with a little star, just add a little bit of hot glue, and there you have it. Alright, so then I thought something else is missing, and I have some little shelves around, and I just placed one on the bottom, and voila, there you have it. And the last but not least, we're gonna be making a cute little garland. You know, I love those, and I had to make one. Alright, so we're gonna be using one of those that already come a stream on it, but I'm gonna remove everything anyway, so let's use in the same paint as well. So this trick I had showed you before, just add a little bit of paint on the Ziploc bag, a little bit of water to make it more beachy color and then place all the beads on it and rub it like you are marinating a chicken. And then we just gonna remove it from the bag, dry it out a little bit, and then we're gonna be making our cute little garland. And look what a beautiful color. Alright, so we're gonna string the beads again using a piece of twine, but in between of each bead we're gonna be making a knot. So a bead, a knot, a bead, a knot, and continue like that. And look how beautiful. Now we're just gonna leave that on the side for a little bit, and we're gonna grab a regular jute twine and then a cotton twine, and we basically going to be making a large tassel. So here we're gonna try to grab even parts of each string and then place it together by cutting another small piece of twine and place it in between them, as you can see, and tie it very good, like double knot. All right, once we had that, then we're gonna grab another piece of twine. So here I combined the colors and I did the cotton from the top part just to add more details. All right, then we're gonna cut the ends and also spread it out the strings just to make it look fuzzy. Right, then I just use a little brush and comb the strings, cut the ends just to make it look nicer, and now it's time to put together the entire garland. Just attaching both pieces together, as you can see. Double knot, making sure the dust don't go anywhere. Alright, then we're just gonna cut the excess, and for the final touch we're gonna add a little star just by adding a little bit of hot glue in one of the string and place it on it, and voila. And that's it for this one. I think it turned out absolutely beautiful. I don't even know which one is my favorite anymore, so that's why I have you guys, so please let me know which one was your favorite. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to go and check it out, the playlist, and also my friend Lorene. I would love this creation. If you enjoyed today's project, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. That helps my channel to grow. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, also the bell, so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Take care and stay awesome, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.